Imagine being in a zombie apocalypse. Well, that's exactly how today went. I first start off my day by opening the door. I find that my brother-in-law, Brad, is asleep. I don't remember what happened. I just woke up from a nap. So, I decide to take a picture of him. Say cheese. I then decided I would make my way out into the mall and save some people. However, I ran into my friend Kent. Kent is a photographer, just like me. Though he's not that good. He said I was a beginner. I just laughed because I know I'm not. I'm a professional photographer. I do it for a living, you know. He wanted me to show him one of my favorite pictures. So I did. I decided I'd show him this one. It's a crown worn by King Edward. It's my favorite. I love it. And this is what he had to say about it.
Aw, Frank. Oh, Frank. How can you even show me crap like this? You know, I really don't think you're cut out for this. I can't stop laughing.
He really hurt my feelings, but this is a zombie apocalypse, so I didn't mind. However, I was a little bit thirsty, so I came into this restaurant. Feeling a little bit sad, I thought drinking some orange juice would cheer me up. So that's exactly what I did. I grabbed a gallon or two, and I just chugged it because orange juice makes me happy. I then made my way downstairs, hoping I can find someone. Luckily for me, I started hearing someone yelling out for help. I saw this man in this restaurant window, and I was wondering what he was doing there all alone. The front door was barricaded, but this is what he had to say.
Right? Split it with me, come on, I'm dying here.
It turns out he just wanted some food, which is why he was in this kitchen. I decided to take another picture because, again, I'm good at what I do, and it's my job. After a little convincing and telling him that there's more food in the security room, inevitably, he decides to follow me. And now I get to begin the long journey, tedious journey of bringing people back to the safe house. I then noticed that this guy was a little slow, but I saw another survivor. Her name is Heather. I decided to talk to Heather to see exactly what she wanted to give time for the other guy to follow me. It turns out she wanted one of my orange juice. I unhappily gave her one. She drank it right in front of me, and I just have to smile, and deep down inside I'm crying because that was my favorite drink. So anyways, I now have two people, and I get to bring it back to the safe room. I decided to smash this window because I forgot where the door was. And I hope they can jump out of that pile of zombies. Good thing that they do. I use a sledgehammer and take out these zombies. And I start making my way back to the safe room. I was kind of offended that she said it was dirty, but I am living inside of the air ducts.
Behold! The end of the world is upon us. Death itself has overflowed upon the world, defiling us all. The only path to the salvation of the soul is the purging of the tainted blood! Huh? A non-believer in our midst. If we are to achieve salvation, his blood must flow! He must be purged! Spill his blood! The blood of the heretic!
Unfortunately for me, it was back to my heroism. And I had this queen bee thingy whatever that normally makes the zombies drop. But fortunately it does not work on humans. So I decide to use my power moves. I learned it from WWE. And now it's time to save Jennifer. And after smacking down and getting smacked down by a couple of these yellow coats, I managed to save her. I totally, most definitely did not restart my game. I don't know what you guys saw, but I never got unalived. So again, I get smacked here and there, but this time I managed to save her. I mean, there is no this time. This is the only time. My first time. Because I wouldn't have another try. This is my first try. I don't know what you're talking about. After beating up some of these people, I start swinging my bat like I'm Otani from the Los Angeles Dodgers. These hits alone put me in the 50-50 club, because I'm the GOAT, just like Otani. So now that I'm in the club, I decide I'm gonna save this Jennifer lady. And it makes me really happy, knowing that I get to save another person. Definitely not because I get to hold a girl's hand. So I start making my way over. Back again on this long, tedious process of saving people. And eventually, I saved Jennifer's life.
I'll never get myself caught up in something like that again!
I notice that there is someone in a hardware store called the Hatchet Man. So since I have a little bit of free time, I decided to make my way over there.
Name and rank, soldier!
You can't tell me, can you, fella? Oh yeah, I know why. It's because you're a mole. I'm right. Aren't I? You
Are nothing but a filthy animal!
You, son, are gonna tell me where the guerrilla's hideout is. By the time I'm done beating information out of you, you are gonna be begging for death to come take you away.
I'll deep six yet. Take this. Shit. Damn it. I'll smoke you out. Six yet. Yeah.
granddaughter. She was done in by those damn zombies. When I heard her scream, I just lost it. Everything went white suddenly. The war, it wasn't over. Not for me. It never ended.
After finding out that Woods from Black Ops 1 was struggling with PTSD, I inevitably have to say goodbye to him. But, lucky for me, I get to go out and save more people. And in good time, I found these 3 survivors all in one room. I decided to talk to them. They tell me their names. This guy is Rich because he's rich. This guy is Barbara because she is Barbara. And this guy is Joss because he is Joss. I give Rich my katana because he's a rich guy. Anyways, I did the long tedious process and brought them back to the stick food. Like always. And I never saw my katana back.
I bet even that machete guy was just a nice old man before all this happened.
It was now time to continue the story. So I made my way all the way back to the safe room after going back into the mall and changing clothes because I had to be looking fresh. I made my way over into the food court where I ran into more yellow jackets, so of course I wanted all the food for myself, so I had to slice through them, and then I carried on and made my way back.
Perfect.
I then ran into Nick and Sally, who were on top of this giant balloon thingy, whatever. And so in order to get them down, I first had to get these arms. So I ended up throwing a pole at Nick and at Sally, and then I saved her from the zombie. And before we went back to the safe room, I remembered I left the survivor over at the space ride machine, so we went over there.
Thanks. That was in surreal. Are there others?
There sure are.
Security room?
Lucky for me, Greg was another security person who turned out to be Otis's best friend. And he knew a shortcut, so we went over towards the restroom, and we made our way all the way safe and sound back to the security room.
Thank you for saving me. You're quite a man, you know that.
I thought I was a dead man about 3 times on the way back here. I never want to go through that again.
I then had a little bit of free time, so I wanted to go to Entrance Plaza to get a fresh new set of clothes.
Looks like 72 yards. I can blow his head off clean from here. Can I take a shot, Dad?
Getting a headshot from here is no big deal, Jack. Think you can pull it off, Thomas?
But Daddy, he ain't no zombie. He's just a man.
Thomas! We're doing this to survive. You know that.
Using a firearm for self-defense is our God-given right as Americans, Thomas.
Come on, Thomas, shoot. Shoot him.
Shoot him,
I
Thomas!
said shoot him. Shoot him, Thomas. Now! What are you waiting for? Do it!
So, after an unfair 3v1, I am super OP and I managed to take down Thomas, followed by his father and some few others. And then last but not least, I took down Jack. Not the skeleton, just a regular person.